Grab your favorite beverage of choice. In today's yoga video, I'm going to go over some tools that can help you with your grief. Everyone grieves differently, and these are tools that I've just been using to help me get through the day. And I hope they will help you too. So the easiest way for you, come to lie on your back, take a full body stretch. On your next breath, place your hands at heart center. Draw your chin down and back. And I want you to think of the loved one that you lost. Place a bend in your knees, draw them into your chest, and gently rock from side to side. Smile to yourself as you think of their face. Lower your feet down, and if you're using a pillow or a bolster today, I invite you to grab it at this time. Press your big toes together, separate your knees wide apart, hip hinge forward onto your bolster, and take your gaze to the right. Close your eyes as in this restorative yoga session, each posture is held for a few minutes. The first question I want you to ask yourself is, are you getting enough sleep? Note that during today's yoga practice, you're only collecting data in regard to these questions. You're not judging yourself. But I want you to be honest with yourself. Are you getting enough sleep during your grieving process? If not, what can you do to increase the amount of sleep you're getting? On your next breath, turn your gaze to the opposite direction. How are your eating habits? Are you eating? If you're not eating, can you prepare yourself a meal and just set it in front of you and go at your pace? If you're eating unhealthy or putting food into your body that's not serving you, can you ask a loved one for help? Maybe say, hey, can you help prepare my dinners or lunches in advance so I can nourish my body, so I can start feeling good in my body? Turn your gaze to the center of your yoga bolster and rest your forehead on the bolster. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Are you taking this time to relax? What is it that helps you relax? Is it a book? A gentle walk outside? A bath? Only you know what can help you relax. Drag your hands down towards your underarms, and on your next breath, firmly press into the ground and lift yourself up and off of your support prop. Take a moment, go slow, remove your prop out of the way, curl your toes under, come to hands and knees. Inhale, puff up the back, cat. Exhale, lower the belly, cow. Take just a few rounds. Notice that your knees are hip width distance apart. Your hands are hip width distance apart. One breath with one movement. Just bringing some blood flow to the body after holding your postures for a few minutes. Come to a seated position and extend your legs forward. Separate your feet about hip width distance apart, or whatever feels comfortable to you. Now, if you're really tight in your hips, grab a yoga block and create some, it'll help you bend further. Grab onto your bolster, hip hinge forward, and try to set the prop in the most comfortable position for you. You're going to hold this pose for a few minutes, so I don't want you to feel uncomfortable or like you're going too far. Remember, this is your restorative yoga class. You should leave feeling refreshed. On that note, have you reached out for support in your life? Personally, I started seeing a counselor. What have you done? Have you joined a group? Are you seeing a counselor? A psychiatrist? Who is helping you work through your grief? If you're resting your hand on your shins, lower your hands towards the ground. Inch them closer to your hips. Firmly press into the ground. Draw your low belly in and up. And very, very slowly come out of this posture. You are here for a few minutes, so I don't want you to just fling out of it really fast. I want you to take care of your spine. Set your prop to the side. Place your feet hip width distance apart and take a few rounds of windshield wipe. Just bring a little bit of space into your hips. One breath with one movement. Remove yourself from the block, and if you're using yoga blocks today, grab them at this time. One on each side of your yoga mat. Lower down slowly, firmly press into all four corners of the feet, and place the yoga blocks under your legs in order to support this posture. In restorative yoga, you don't want to go too far. You want to feel supported and relaxed. This is a time to turn your awareness inward. So close your eyes. Have you started a journal to the loved one you lost? Personally, I write in a daily stoic journal. And my counselor suggested that I start journaling to my daughter. I call it Dear Danny. Have you begun to write letters to your loved one? It can be healing. Bring your awareness to the present moment. Visualize your loved one. Attach to a happy memory. Lower your hands down. Bring your legs together very slowly. Remove your blocks to the side. Step your feet wide apart. Lower your knees to the right, and then lower your knees to the left. Take a few rounds of windshield wipe. Bring a little bit of space to your hips. Remember, this is your yoga practice where you're working on you, so be gentle with yourself. The most important thing is you showed up for you, and it can be very hard just rolling out your yoga mat and getting here. On your next breath, take a moment and grab your yoga blocks. Choose the setting that feels best in your body. I'm on the lowest setting. And then grab your yoga bolster and set it on top of the blocks. Put the meaty part of your thigh into the middle. Point your toes towards the ceiling. Draw your low belly in and up. Make a pillow with your hands. Clasp them together. Feel the rest and relaxation in your lower body and the stretch in your upper body. Have you been spending time with your friends and family, coworkers, or are you isolating yourself? I personally retreated into my room for weeks. It did not serve me. I encourage you to think of one person that's important to you in your life. And if you can't physically see them due to distance, pick up the phone and give them a call. Be honest with them. It's okay to be honest and tell your loved one, I'm not okay and I'm not fine, and tell them why. And then speak about the one you lost. This person you lost meant something to you. And it's completely normal to be sad. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Turn your awareness inward. And on your next breath, draw your knees into your chest slowly. Clasp your hands around your shins. and gently rock from side to side. You're not flailing through this, you're going slow and massaging out your low spine. Lower your feet down and make your way to your nearest free wall. Now you can use a bolster, or you don't need to use the support if you don't want to. And scoot your hips on top of the bolster. Go slowly, we'll all get there. Lift your hips up. Press your thighs and calves against the wall. Flex your ankles. Lower your back down to rest. And you can either place your hands along your side, at heart center, or on your belly. Now tell me, why do you miss this person? What impact did they have on your life? And finally, how would they want to see you right now? Describe to me 3 things they would want to see you doing. If they were looking in on you right now, what would they want for you? Close your eyes and focus on this. Bring your awareness back to the present moment. Place a bend in your knees. Go slow. Turn your knees to one side. Make a small pillow to rest under your head in the fetal-like position. And as your body calls you out, come to a comfortable, seated position. Draw your hands to heart center, and always, always commend yourself for making time for you. If you need to rewatch this video, I highly encourage you to do so at this time.